pasar por, pasar por, pasar por. This has some meanings for sure, not only one, but it has, I would say, multiple. Yeah, but not too many. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you exactly how many meanings, but I'll try my best to show you the most common meanings. Okay, meanings to go through or to pass by. Okay, also it means to pick someone up. Okay. But let's talk about to go through. When you go through some situation, you can use this phrase. Pasé por algo difícil. I went through something difficult. Or when you're passing by a place, you're walking by a place, you're driving by a place. This is a general term to say that you will pass or you passed by some place, or you're passing by as well. Yeah, don't forget that you can conjugate the verb, of course. You have the verb pasar. Pasar means quite a few things. It means to pass. Pásame la sal, pass me the salt, okay? But it means to pass generally. Pass me the ball, just pásame la pelota. So it can mean that. It can mean, it can be used when you say what happened. ¿Qué pasó? Or pasar can also mean to happen, okay? To spend time as well. For example, you can say, vamos a pasar el día en la playa. Let's spend the day at the beach, right? Or pasé la tarde leyendo. I spent the afternoon reading. Or, to hand something or give something to someone, like I said before, similar to pass, right? Pásame la sal, pass me the salt and whatnot. So it's an interesting verb. And let me see if this verb is regular or irregular. Pasar is a regular verb. So good news, everybody. Good news. Pasar is a regular verb, which means it follows all the grammatical rules when conjugating verbs in Spanish. So don't worry about specific conjugations or irregularities. Excellent. So that's good. Now, por, you need to include por. Por means by or for. And in this situation, obviously, the literal translation, it really doesn't apply unless you say to pass by, right? But por can be used in many different situations, and it means for or by. Okay, it's a preposition as well. And yeah, it can be used in different situations. Now, let's look at some examples using pasar por. The first example is, pasamos por el parque de regreso. Pasamos por el parque de regreso. This means we passed by the park on the way back. Okay, this is something literal, something that someone is doing literally, passing by the park. So that's something good. I mean, parks are great. So you can use the verb pasar por. If you're passing by, you're not staying at the park, you're just passing by, okay? So, pasamos, nosotros pasamos por. We don't need nosotros. You can say it. Nosotros means we, but we don't have it. We don't have it in Spanish. We don't use personal pronouns all the time. So pasamos por means we passed by. Present tense, it already happened. Past tense, okay? Pasamos por, we passed by. And then you add the place. El means the. Parque means park. It's not parque, okay? Because I know some people say queso to refer to cheese in Spanish. Queso, no, queso, queso, okay? So this is pretty much mute. You don't say u, okay? Parque, 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 park. And de regreso is a phrase just by itself that means on the way back, okay? Or de regreso, you're just saying that you pass by, on your way back. You're not going somewhere, you're going your way back. Okay? And remember, de regreso can be used by itself and it means on the way back. For example, I can say estoy de regreso. I'm back. Estoy is a common word to say, something common to say in Spanish that means I am. Yo estoy. But you don't need yo. Forget about yo. You can say just estoy, and that means I am. Estoy contenta. I am happy. Estoy triste. I'm sad. Estoy de regreso. I'm back, okay? So de regreso is a very common phrase. I recommend you learn this because it's a really good one. And it means back or on the way back, okay? For example, you can also say estamos de regreso de las vacaciones. We are on our way back from vacation. So yeah, de regreso is a very, very good phrase that means back or on the way back. Now, let's look at another example using pasar por. We had it right at the beginning, the phrase pasamos por. We passed by, okay? Now, let's look at another example using this phrase. Ella pasó por una situación muy difícil. Ella pasó por una situación muy difícil. This means she went through a very difficult situation. Man, now we're talking about a situation. We're not talking about parks. We're not talking about passing by. We're talking about going through a situation. Okay? So let's break this down and let's see how pasar por works in this sentence. Well, first, we have the phrase here. Pasó por. Pasó por. Pasó, present tense, past tense, it happened already. So when you say ella pasó por or pasó por, just like that, that means she went through. Okay? She went through. Now, una means a. It's feminine. This is an indefinite article and it's obviously feminine. Una means a. Why? Because situation is feminine. We're talking about a feminine noun, la situación. I know it looks masculine because we have an O here, but it's a feminine noun. That's why we're using una situación, a situation. Okay? Now, we are saying that it's a very difficult situation. So, muy means very. This one doesn't have feminine nor masculine, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about grammatical gender there. Difícil, difícil means difficult, and also it doesn't have a grammatical gender. Those two words do not have a grammatical gender. Muy difícil, very difficult. Okay? So, ella pasó por una situación muy difícil. She went through a very difficult situation. Okay? So, remember, pasar por can mean to go through specifically situations, and also it means to pass by, literally passing by a place. Okay?